What's up, YouTube? Team Charlie here. This series is going to be on Smite content. Today's video is going to be how to carry Herc, or solo carry Herc, right? So I'm playing in the solo lane. I'm building kind of a hybrid tanky build. This isn't something you would do in a ranked match. This is something that you would perform in an unranked match. I had to start a new character because I lost access to my other one when I transferred from Xbox to PC. So I'm working my way to level 30. I thought I would show you kind of one of the roles I like to play and how I like to play it, my thought process, give you an introduction to Team Charlie and Smite. So I hope you enjoy the content. Alright, so I started off with the tier 1 item, Jotun's Wrath, right, which gives us 20% cooldown and some power. If you're playing against somebody you feel like you're going to dominate, then it's not a bad item to start with. It's just going to allow you to slap really hard, and if you do get the snowball rolling, you're going to be able to visit other lanes and do some real damage. It's quite nice. Plus, for Herc, the cooldown's wonderful for his heal. You're playing solo, so you're going to have a blue buff a lot, and you're going to be able to keep yourself topped off better than most. So that's a great starting item. I'll skip forward through a lot of the running as the video progresses, but for right now I'll just kind of show you my thought process and try to explain, especially in the early game. There's a lot going on. I don't know where my counterpart is, but I'm sure she'll show up soon. Alright, so at this point I realize I'm playing Thor. I know Thor's not a great solo laner, so I'm feeling pretty confident already. But he can deal some damage if he lands that stun hammer, or just double taps you with the hammer. For those that don't know, the double tap, it does damage on the way out and it does double damage on the way back in. Or at least it used to do double damage on the way back in. Maybe it's not quite double damage now, but it still hurts. So try to avoid getting hit by that right here. I just want to apply pressure, let him get shot by these minions, do as much damage to these little tower totems or shields as I can, and benefit from that gold in a minute. I missed my stun here. I see Dodgy coming in. I'm not really worried about dying at all. Even now, his everything if danger is down, I'm just not worried about him killing me. I'll have my heal soon enough and I can start topping myself off, but I do like to go into my one as fast as I can. If I had landed any of these plucks and hit him with a shoulder bash, I would have killed him already. So as you can see, I'm already topped back off, popped a couple potions. I'm just not worried about dying right now. Man, if I'd have hit him with that, it was over. So I'm just keeping my eye on all of the objectives. I'll do a little damage on that. Go ahead and put this buff down, and just keep the pressure up. Kind of more of the same here. So his spin to win is down. He can't move right, so I knew that if I just pummeled him, I would hit. I was right. I didn't see him juking that one. Very limited options. Alright, right here I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, this guy lives under his tower. I'm tired of it. Let me just let these minions fight it out. Maybe he'll lose a minion or two, and I'll get him to come out of the tower line so I can actually get him. So I'm just gonna just for a minute here, just let the minions fight. Focus on these archers. My front line, or his front line, just died. Or I'm sorry, my front line just died, which meant I took aggro from the archers. It's time to back up. This guy really wants to kill me, obviously. But again, I'm just not real worried about it. It's just a matter of time before he messes up. And I'm sure he's thinking the same thing about me. Alright, he's excited. And I get a little nervous. But I'm alright. There's nothing he can do right this second. Go ahead and clear this wave out. He wants me. He's going to throw a hammer. Yep. Now he's just got a stun I'm not worried about in the spin to win. He'd have to come over here, which would be bad for him. I mean, one knock back into the tower and he's dead. Alright, so I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to go finish my Jotun's Wrath and quickly teleport back. See if I can't. And he's gone. Alright, so there's all kinds of things on the map to clear buffs and whatever they call this thing. I don't even remember what it's called, but my blue buff's back up. Everything's up. So I get my farm on. He's backing. He's going to come back with some confidence. That's good. Oh, he didn't back. He might die here. One slip up. Just let me get just one slip up. I'm going to do my auto attack cancels. I'll show this to you when I finally do land this combo. I see that the cooldown reduction totem is available. So before I get my blue buff, I want to grab this. Just so I can have an extra boost to my cooldown. For those that don't know the totems around the buffs, the yellow totem is penetration. The blue totem, because I just killed that blue buff right there, I now have the blue totem. I picked this up while it's yellow, and I went ahead and swapped it to blue for the next time, but right now I'm benefiting from the yellow buff. You can see just above my health bar, and it's giving me, I believe it's 5% penetration, which isn't bad, but it's typically a late game. It's a late game buff. It's more for like carries and assassins than it is for warriors, but it's not bad for warriors either. Just extra 5% pin. Alright, so now's the moment that he just doesn't realize how dangerous this game is. Alright, it's over. Hercules hits hard after a stun. Pretty easy to land you at least 3 autos. I can do some attack canceling in there by using other abilities. I mean, he went from 100 to 0 so fast he didn't know what to do. Alright, let's clear these buffs. Get our lead up even more. You can see I'm hitting really hard right now with the Jotun's Wrath at 650 into the game. Just keep pushing. Keep the pressure up. These shields right here give a bonus gold. I think it's 100 bonus gold. Oh, he's here. You know, I heard him go up in his ultimate right here. I knew he was going to come down. Right, super predictable. Boom, into the tower. Now a complete turnaround. Nowhere to go. Dead. At this point, I imagine he's pretty frustrated. I mean, I'm 20% health that pretty much that whole time, and he couldn't do anything to me. And that's the theme with Hercules. I get stronger as I'm weaker. I do not mind staying in a weak state. I've got my heal to boost myself up as needed. People's mindset is, if I'm low, I need to run and get away. And that's what gets people killed a lot of the time. Typically, what makes you low is the enemy has used all of their abilities on you. And if it's a good player, what they're going to do is they're going to chip you down with their auto attacks, and you're going to feel like you've got some life left in you, but they know that when they go to using their abilities, they're going to drop you to 0%. So they'll just chip you down, and then boom, just wombo combo you with everything they got, and then you're dead. Where bad players will go with their abilities first and try everything to hit their abilities, and then they go to trying to kill you with their basic attacks, and then it just doesn't work out all the time. Like if you give me 20% health because you used all of your abilities on me to open the fight, and I know that I now have 5, 6, 7 seconds before you're going to have anything up, I'm going to slap you, slap you, slap you, slap you, get you to 50%. You're going to have me at 20%. You're going to think that you're winning this fight. And then right before your abilities come back off cooldown, I'm going to hit you with all of my abilities in the last couple seconds, and you're going to die. I left that blue buff on the ground right there because my blue buff has a cooldown totem with it. If I pick that blue buff up, if I pick the enemy blue buff up right there, I am losing my additional cooldown from my blue buff. So I'm going to let that lay on the ground until my blue buff expires, and then if I need it, I'll go get it. But as you can see on Hercules, it's pretty easy to keep your mana up, especially like this.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Alright, so tower down. Mad pressure. I think Thor is done. I think he's done. I think he's given up. He's rage quit. And so it's time to start moving around and seeing what else we can do across the map. The name of the game is just farm experience, guys. Just every buff that you can get, take it. You're taking it XP from the enemy, you're giving it to yourself, you're feeding yourself, and you're going to make it that much easier on yourself, you know, later. Alright, boom, got the pluck. This guy taking huge damage. Look at that damage. Ooh, you did. Man, it cost me 5% of my health, 5% of my MP to get that kill there. I got Breastplate of Valor on. I'm not worried about the damage here. And he got his back turned. Boop, boop, boop. That was an auto attack cancellation. Super important to learn to do that. It's ability auto, and then heal auto. Well, you saw what happened to him. I mean, we just dropped. It happened so quick, way faster than I could have just auto, right? Because Herc it does 1.0 damage, 1.0 damage, and I think it's 1.5 or two times damage on the third auto attack. But it's slow and it takes a long time to wind up. So just boop, boop, boop with your auto cancels. Nothing going on here. All the buffs are down. Time to run back. And I like to go into Shogun's Kansari on Hercules because, one, Hercules hits like a Mack truck, especially when he's low health. Two, it is beneficial to all of my teammates. And three, it's going to give me the magical protections that I need. I don't need a tremendous amount of protections when I'm ahead this far. So I just want to go into something that's going to be good all the way around for everybody. So Shogun's Kansari is definitely that item. And in let's say a pro game or like just a masters game, I would not build the Jotun's Wrath first in 95% of circumstances, maybe 99% of circumstances. There's basically very few opportunities in a high ranked match where you're going to get away with building a Jotun's Wrath first item. Unless you're just a super dominant force, maybe if you're in a team with a friend that's gonna support you if things start to go south, then you're basically gonna go into some defensive, maybe some bruiser item. It's got a little defense and a little power, a little attack speed, like a shield of some kind. All right, we're just making progress down the lane. I basically decided when I ran over to the jungle a minute ago and there was nothing going and all the buffs were down, I'm just going to make them come to me. And the way to do that is to just apply a lot of pressure. Here, just patiently waiting. I go ahead and pop my heal. I get a return on the damage that I take while my heal's active. You saw my health jump up there. I'm not worried about it. I'm stronger now than I was when I started fighting that tower. I'm just not worried about anybody coming in here and making me regret, sticking around. In fact, I'm really trying to bait people in. I want them to see that my health's at 50%. I want them to get this false sense of security and confidence that they're like, I can take this Hercules out. He's almost dead. That is not the case. And here we go. We've got our first victim. He's definitely, he thinks I've run away. This is bait. Boom. he is in trouble. You're trapped. I'm going to block him. I knew he was going to try to go right. He couldn't. I was in the way. Intentional. Pop my... Oh, and ult. He's dead. So now I see Bacchus there to the left. I realize Bacchus is coming. Bacchus has an ultimate. He's got a jump. He's got a burp. That's all he's got. So there's his jump. His blink's down. His ult's coming. I know it's coming. Get out of the way. There's the ult. Turn around. It's time to kill Bacchus. He's got nothing left. He's got nothing left. He's got nothing left. All right. His burp's coming off cooldown, but it's okay. I've got enough health. I think I can deal with it. There's the jump. He misses. Burp's good. If he'd have landed the jump, I'd have been in trouble, but boom. He's dead. Everything there exactly as I thought it would play out. It's not... This is what I mean, where if you get nervous when your health gets low and you can't think through what's happening, you will turn and run, and you will get chased down, and you will die. But I knew that there was nothing to worry about. Bacchus doesn't have many damaging abilities. His ultimate was down. His blink was down. He wasn't going to get away. He just tried to jump on me. He had missed. There was no reason for me to be afraid. He's not going to melee Hercules to death. It won't happen. So there was nothing to be afraid of. And I maintained my confidence throughout the fight and finished it. And really the only HP that matters is the last one. So I'm sure you guys have noticed, Thor has never come back. He needs to be reported. This is kind of the toxic culture of Smite, unfortunately. Players, this is a lesson that everybody who watches this needs to understand. Like, this is valuable information. Some of the most valuable information that I'll provide throughout this entire video, and it can be applied to so much more than just Smite. When you're losing because the people that you're playing against are better than you, which is absolutely the case right here against this Thor, don't quit. If you quit when you play people that are better than you and all you want to do is play people that are worse than you, you will always be trash at the game. And it does not matter what the game is. It could be the game of life. It could be the game of Smite. It can be Halo. It can be, you pick it. But if you quit because they're better than you and they're winning, you're doing it wrong. And unfortunately, this game has that culture. All right, we got a lot going on here. I might die, actually. Went ahead and got the kill, but I died. I think that's the first death of the game for me. All right, so we're so far ahead here that I am going into a Transcendence. Contemplated the other item there, but I want the Transcendence. This item here gives me 20% attack speed, some MP5 health and physical power, but when I heal myself with an ability, I get an additional, what is it? For 6 seconds after healing myself, my non-ultimate ability cooldowns are reduced by 1%. The reduce can only occur once per second. So I just, oh, I'm sorry, that's not the right item. Here I get increased attack speed. The item I buy, I get increased attack speed. I get some other benefits. I can't even remember what they all are. For healing myself, which is Hercules, I heal myself all of the time, every single fight. So I want those benefits. And so I'm working into those. This isn't even, when I started this game, I thought I'm probably just going to go a lot more damage. And I do have a Transcendence and a Jotun's Wrath, but I can see a world where I could skip out on the Shoguns, or I could skip out on the Breastplate of Valor and focus. The Breastplate of Valor is 20% more abilities, which is 20% more abilities damage. Like, I love the Breastplate of Valor, but I could see a world where if you were just absolutely demolishing, you wouldn't even need to go with that. You could go with some other damage item. Gives you a little cooldown. Herc just does good with defense. Okay, I know there's a guy around this corner. Boom. I don't know if I make it out of here. I don't know. I hate that ult. Oh, I'm dead. Yep. As you can see, I've got 10 levels on my counterpart, but he's a quitter. It's unfortunate. Oh, you did. Pluck. Truck. This guy's, what's the word? Evasive? Yeah, he has that That ability right there puts him under the ground, and he can deal a little damage and is immune to all damage and just evasive here. I'm gonna tank for a minute. I got the ability. I'm stronger now. I know this. I do more damage because I have less HP. The enemy just sees it as an opportunity. Just biding my time, waiting for the right moment. And the right person. Boom. There it is. Oh, did you see that? Hospital. Pluck. Okay, you did. I got my ward. I'm fixing to be able to teleport to wards. I want to have these down so I can teleport right back here, which I believe will catch them off guard. And there it is. Coming back. Got him. But he used that ability where he goes underground. Got him again. Ooh. He's dead. Getting plucked up by Hercules it's not fun. Boop. And I'm plucking him up left and right. Here comes his ult. Yep, I knew that. And this guy's out here playing games. His jumps down, his burps down. You're coming back with me. I really wish my team would respond better. Come on. It's your time. Bye. I think I should have got that kill, but because the chains were on him. The amount of abuse that Hercules can take is ridiculous. Alright, so this is going to get dicey. Giannis is very fast, and so getting away from Giannis, this far down a lane, fighting 2v1, it's a bit of a challenge. I do know that I should be able to do some damage here. I'm so weak, though. Thought about dropping a ward. Maybe I can get one. Got him. Let's go. And this is just the average game on my way to ranked. Before long I'll be in ranked, and you guys can watch me work my way to masters and hopefully enjoy. My teleport ward. Here I just need, I believe it's 1600 gold, so instead of backing, I'm farming a little bit. On the grounds, purple store, I can just buy my shield of breastplate of regrowth without even having to back, which is awesome. So look how fast I move when I pop my heal there. I'm going. Lasts for 4 seconds, which is oftentimes just enough to close the gap. I notice there's a ward there. I'm speed demon. This guy getting destroyed. Oh, he made it. Now I'm in a little bit of a jam. Might die. Might not. I know the Bacchus jump's coming. There it is. Yep. I'm in a bind. Oh, I think I make it. Let's go. I'm gonna back, teleport in. I'll be gone and back so fast they won't know what hit him. So this Thor is a real loser. He hasn't actually quit the game. He's just not leaving the fountain. You know.
Your team has destroyed the middle.
It's pathetic. And I think this is game. And I'll be back at the end. I'll show you the stats. You can see damage dealt, structure damage. Can't believe he survived that. But it's game over. Alright, so really, if people played good, whether you win or lose, you should go ahead and give them commendations. And then let's just look at these details here. 11, 4, and 3. I wish I hadn't died 4 times, but whatever. So I'm leading player damage 27,000 as Hercules. Damage taken was the most 36,984. Damage mitigated 33,726, and structure damage 8,054. I had first place in stats almost across the board. So that's a good game. Take care, guys.